Hey guys, it's DEADLOCK. I'm coming to you today with an aggressive deadlock bind guide. If you enjoy or didn't enjoy this, make sure to leave a comment below, give me some feedback. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let's get into it. So for attacking on A, if you're attacking showers, I like to do this grab net lineup here. You want to line up your crosshair under this window, just like in the middle, and then right in between this top line and this little archway. Doesn't have to be exact. You just do a jump throw.
Throwing net.
And that's gonna land on the aggressive push here to showers. And it will hit them if they're peeking, should be a free kill. Okay, for attacking A short, I just like to throw my net here.
Throwing net.
And that will actually hit all of U-Haul.
No escape.
Anyone sitting inside or anyone close outside. And then I usually, if I have my ult, I like to just throw a sensor here for the default plant. You can also throw your wall back sight like this, or if you really want to stop the rotates,
Barrier deployed.
You can throw it like that. And sometimes this one will actually force them into U-Haul instead of like breaking it. It's a good way to funnel them. Plant the bomb. And then run back here to short. And you want to line up with the left side of this plank here. I'm on low graphics, so this will be on anything. And then you'll see these solar panels sitting here. You want to just bounce it off the bottom of there. And that's going to hit default. Now, if you don't have your ult, you can also do this wall boost right outside. You want to aim right here. There's this like curved piece of brick, darker piece or lighter piece. You want to aim right at the tip of it.
Barrier deployed.
Right, and then you're up. You can just play here or jump around a truck. I don't know how I would ever see that brick. That's what I base it off of. There might be something else. Here you go, chat. Okay, you see this light spot right here on this metal? So the very bottom of, or like the very left side of your HUD just goes on that corner.
Blocking movement.
And it does the same thing if I didn't suck. And this also blocks off U-Haul. So they can see a little bit out here, but they will not be able to see you up on the wall. Now, if you want to get really aggressive, there's a few things you can do. For one, you can throw a trip like this.
Sound sensor up.
And that's going to catch people pushing out CT, so I would like to play in this corner so I don't get hit by it. And then you just swing off the trip whenever it goes off. You can hear it kind of here. And then for heaven, you can wall boost up here if you know that the rest of the team is all the way on B. I forget this lineup though. Time to pull up my wall boost video. That's true. You could do it without the lineups, but rather make it more consistent for my viewers. You'll see this brick that has like this like white triangle under it. You just want to line up in the middle of there.
Barrier deployed.
Do your little W tap, and then you'll jump up. I guess you could also do this lineup for triple here. You want to look at the very top.
Pull them to their grave.
To make sure it's not angling or anything like that. And it'll go all the way over to triple. You don't have to stand on the box, really.
Pull them to their grave. Ultimate ready. Nothing there.
You don't have to stand on the box. So you want to line up with the edge of this barrier for if you're pushing long. This is a grab net lineup for garden. The barrier's not here, but you'll see it when you see it. And you want to line up the bottom left of your HUD right above this little antenna right here. That thing. not on it, just like right above it. And then do a jump throw.
It begins. Throwing net.
And that's gonna land garden. This is really, really good because by the time you get there,
No escape.
and clear this area, they are crouched and you can get the free kill. By the time that you've kind of conditioned those players to stop playing there, you can save it and then just use it backside. This will hit people in tube and backside. It's really good. Okay, for this one, you want to line up right on the right side of the barrier, and you'll see this diamond on the little HUD here that shows up for the grab net is going to be right in the middle of this pole and where this canister meets. And then when the barriers drop, you do jump throw.
Throwing net.
And that's gonna land garden. And then when you get on site, I usually like to wall either CT. If you wall them here, you can stop them from pushing elbow completely. You can also wall right out
Barrier
here
deployed.
so that there's a less chance of them breaking the wall and just forcing to push elbow, or you can just wall elbow.
Blocking movement.
Of course, if you want to push elbow, you can always throw this trip right here, and you'll see on the map that it goes through the wall. You can just push up, kind of play in this corner off of it. Now they can hug this wall, but the chances of them doing that is very slim considering that they don't have angle advantage anymore. So they'll usually swing like this, and then they get stunned when they shoot, and it's a free kill. You can also plant
Over
here.
there. Listening.
I believe this works with other plants in these corners as well. And then you'll come back here at these boxes, and you'll aim not at the tip of the building, but on this little box that comes off this cylinder.
Pull them to their grave. Ultimate ready. Nothing there.
And that'll hit default. You can also do the same thing over here on long if you just
Pull them to their grave. Ultimate ready.
on this like diagonal, I guess. That'll
Nothing
also
there.
hit default. And then same thing with
Pull
elbow.
them to their
If you
grave.
aim right on
Ultimate
this
ready.
corner,
Nothing there.
default. Okay, starting on a defense. There is a million different trips you can use, but these are my favorite two. First, this trip right
Sound
here
sensor
is the
out.
most broken trip in the game. If any of the things I get remembered for when I eventually fall off as a Deadlock main, I want to be remembered for this trip. This is my trip. I don't care if you saw it on Boney. I don't care if you saw it on Deadlock's channel. I don't care who you saw it from. This is my trip. My precious. It will hit people through the wall, and it is completely unbreakable. There is no shot they are breaking that. The only way they get past it is if they walk past, which in that case you can always just like jump peek this or jiggle peek this. And then for the second trip, you want to throw it right on, whoa, okay, right on the bottom of this part of the TP, so that'll angle down. A lot of people don't even like look over here for trips normally, because usually things like cypher trips, they have to be placed on this side as well. So they're not going to be used to one up here. And this is really good. It hits people that are running out. It hits the jet dash. The only thing it does not hit is if people do this. But like, if people are doing that, then you could probably just play here and kill them. Another trip you can use, I like to use a lot during eco rounds, is this lamp right here. You just want to aim right there.
Listening.
And it'll place like that. And this one is pretty much unseeable until they've already hit it. You can just swing off of it. Kill. Other notable trips, just this one like this. It's good combo with that one. You can just play off U-Haul here. Another through wall trip, you can throw one here.
Listening.
This is really good for Raze players because, for one, they like to throw their nade right here. And usually if you just place a trip here, it will get broken by the grenade. Now, if they satchel in blah 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 like this, they'll get stunned. If they satchel in and do that play that a lot of Raze players do, where they satchel back here and jump here, they'll get stunned here. And if you hear them coming, you can always just tuck and then wait for the stun to go off. And then, of course, there's also this other showers trip. If you want it to be a little bit farther out, just place it on the doorway, facing that way. And this trip is unseeable until they are actually in it. So it is not seeable until here, which in that case, they have to do a complete 180 to break it. And then for walls, I usually just like to throw the basic showers one. You can also just throw one deep short. And then you can also use one for wall boosting here. Warning for the new Deadlock mains, if you don't throw the wall deep short, it's jumpable. True. If you throw the wall here, people can jump over this. Yeah, I didn't even mean to do that, but apparently you can jump over it that way. Okay, for retakes, this is one of my favorite wall boosts to do. Usually they'll have like a sage wall or a smoke here. You'll have teammates to like back you up and stuff. Warning though, if you do this wall, U-Haul will be blocked off both for the enemies and for you. So be warned. You just aim in the middle of this big stone here, tap W, and then jump up. Really, really good retake wall. And then you can do this jump around, shoot people here. Of course, they can't wrap you. That's pretty much it for A. Now for B, again, these are my favorite two trips, but you know, you don't have to always use these two. For one, you want to throw one right below hookah. Of course, this one is insane because anyone jumping out will immediately get stunned. Do be warned though, it is possible to walk out of hookah without making noise. So this isn't a complete person blocker, so to say. And then for the second trip, I just like to throw it.
Sound sensor up.
Kind of mess that up. I just like to throw it like that. And this will hit people all coming out of short. Now, sometimes I like to do a variation of the long trip where I throw it here.
Sound sensor up.
And then you line up with the middle of this lock and in the middle of like this hole here. I'm not sure what to call it.
Barrier deployed.
You do the wall boost. And it will stun them when they're in your line of vision. You can also watch hookah from here. And jump over this. And then also, I like to throw a trip off rip here.
Listening.
Just in this corner.
Listening.
If you throw it fast enough, the people long will not be able to see it be thrown. And then you just play in this corner, tucked. And the nice thing about trips is even though it's like on this wall, and it's like, you would think it only hits like this cubby, it sticks out a little bit. So even about here, it'll still hit people making noise. Another few trips you can use, there's this one for like the default plants and stuff like that. You can come elbow and throw one like this.
Sound sensor up.
And then just play a back sight off of it. just
Buy the
to
best
just
gear
to
before
prove
it's
to
too
you
late.
that it's possible, okay? So the timer starts. This is a 30-second buy phase round. You buy all your stuff while you're running.
Listening.
You go up, you throw that trip hookah, and then you have enough time to run all the way back. And throw your
They'll
second
learn.
trip,
Eventually.
or whatever you feel like doing.
Listening.
And then, if this trip ever goes off, you can be playing here,
Throwing nets.
do the grab net TP play, get some free kills. This Ela guy is pretty good at Deadlock. Only I was pretty good at the game.
Boom, roasted.
Anyways, you can also just place this trip and just play off of it here. I like to just jiggle this corner a lot because for some reason this is a really crazy timing corner. Because the people here are spending a million years trying to like clear everything in hookah. And then if you're playing B but you want to help out A, you can come into this corner. And then there's this vine right here. So you want to aim the left side of this HUD line right here and do a jump throw.
No escape.
And as they're running out, this will help your teammates fight all of that. It's a really good net if you time it correctly. And then for playing retake, you can always do this lineup from
Pull
elbow
them to their grave.
if they're
Ultimate ready.
playing here.
Nothing there.
Or you can do this. This is probably also one of my favorite ult lineups. You just want to stand like generally in this area
Pull them
and then
to
aim
their
at the bottom of
grave.
this canister
Ultimate ready.
and that'll land default.
Nothing there.